Hey everyone, it's HighTeckMan here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to reprogram, reinstall, reimage, reghost, whatever you want to call it, reformat your hard drive back to Windows 7 original settings. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to basically reinstall the operating system and just getting you to the point where all you have to do is find drivers and install updates, and that's it. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, so when your computer normally boots up, I'm going to be using VMware here so that way I can emulate the process. What you're going to normally do is putting your Windows 7 disk into the computer or use a Windows flash drive. I'll have an annotation on how to make something like that in the description, and I'll have an annotation on the actual video file here. But you can see here that Windows is going to be loading the files, and after it's done loading the files, it's going to reset itself and it's going to go into the Windows installation mode. You can see here it looks like it's booting normally, but it's really just starting the Windows procedure. So I'll just go ahead and fast forward some of these parts of the video, that way it's not too long of a video. Okay, so here you can see that Windows 7 now is fully launched, the installation wizard. So all you got to do, of course, is select your proper language. In my case, it's going to be English in the US. All you have to do now is just click Next. And of course, you just want to install now. So it's going to say the setup is starting, so just give it a few seconds to start up. Okay, so all you have to do now is just accept the license term and agreement here, and then say Next. Now this is what separates people from doing a clean install and doing an upgrade. If you're doing an upgrade, if you have Windows Vista, you can select do an upgrade, but I usually prefer to do a clean install every time, so just click on Custom. Okay. After that, you're going to see all your hard drives. If you have a newer type of computer, sometimes it'll say it has the actual the backup drive, so that way you can reinstall the operating system. If you're doing this as a clean install from an OEM disk, go ahead and just delete that. But what you want to do is just, in my case, just select the hard drive once, select the advanced options, and delete all the formats, delete all the tables that are there. That way you have the zero disk unallocated space. And after that, all you have to do is just click Next. So after you've clicked Next, what's going to happen is it's going to copy the Windows files from the CD or the USB flash drive to the computer, and then it's going to start expanding those files, and after it starts expanding, the files are going to install. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fast forward this part of the video. Okay, so once your computer is done installing Windows 7, it's going to ask to restart. You can just click Restart Now. That's what I'm going to do. And then now it's going to restart the computer. Now, it might ask you if you want to click any key to boot into the CD, so just disregard that and it'll automatically start booting into your hard drive. So that's what you want it to do, because then it's going to finish up the installation. It'll do its second wave of installation. And then after that, you'll be able to start Windows for the first time. Okay, so as you can see here now, all it's going to do is just complete the installation, apply the proper tables that it needs to on your hard drive, and after this it's going to reboot by itself, and then you'll get started by putting in your credentials such as your name, a password, your product key, and everything. So I'm just going to fast forward this part of the video. Okay, so now your computer's going to reboot for one final time, and then now you should be able to input your credentials such as your name, a password, and the product key. So just give it a second and I'll just go through its normal paces. Okay, so now all you need to do is put in your name. In my case, I'm just going to put in my name here. Hit Next. It's going to ask you if you want to create a password. I'll just create a quick password real quickly. And quick hint. What's the code? There we go. Okay, so now you want to input your product key. In my case right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just skip this step. But you have 30 days, of course, to activate your computer. Usually just use the recommended settings for Windows updates, so that way it installs all the updates normally with no problems. Now you want to select a specific time zone and your time and date. So you click Next. Okay, so if you're already hooked up to the internet and your computer already recognizes the network card, you'll automatically see this step, which is select your current location. I'm just going to say public location for now. And then now it's going to just be finalizing all the settings, applying everything, and after that you should start seeing your desktop. Okay, well now since your computer is 100% booted up, I'm just going to show you some quick little tricks to help you, keep you protected on the computer. Of course, we always want to keep it up to date. You always want to put an antivirus on it. And if you were doing an upgrade or you're moving information around, you're going to want to put all your information back, of course. Just really quickly to show you where Windows Update is, you just have to click the Start button, hit All Programs, and then you should see right here, Windows Update. Just go ahead and click that. Once you click that, it'll start launching. And then you'll be able to perform all these Windows updates, download the proper drivers, and that's pretty much it. So that's how you reprogram, reformat, reinstall, re-ghost, whatever you call it, your computer back to Windows 7 factory settings. All right? Again, this has been HighTeckMan signing off.